Hey everyone, it's Rita with Everything Homemade, and we are going to make some sesame honey cookies. Absolutely delicious. 5 total ingredients in there, so it's going to go super quick with the preparation into the oven, and then you will have a delicious dessert ready for any occasion. I love making these around holidays or when I got somebody special coming, school lunches, my husband lunches, anything like that. These are just a gem to eat. Absolutely, you will love them. But first, before we just dive into making these cookies, quickly, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please subscribe, click on that bell, click on that like button, and definitely share this video. For all of you who do not know, I am a cookbook author. I have Everything Stevia and Everything Whole Wheat Sourdough cookbook. I'm also a fiction author. I do have a gardening journal as well. Definitely check out the website everything-homemade.com. Everything's on there, and links to Amazon from that website will lead you right to the product to purchase. All proceeds directly go to my family, so thank you in advance for supporting us. Now let's make these cookies. So really simply, you'll need something to blend. So either a blender or even a coffee grinder, because we're going to be using 1 cup of whole sesame seeds. So we need to make these whole sesame seeds into flour, and the easiest way to do that is either a coffee grinder or a blender. And I'm going to be using a blender today because I can take this 1 cup of sesame seeds and turn it into flour just like that. Just turn on your blender, and I'm going to blend at high for about 20 seconds. That's all it needs. If you're using a coffee grinder, you're going to have to do this in 1/4 cup increments or less, and just kind of grind it until it's absolutely smooth. Okay, here we go. Once it starts sticking, that's a really good sign it is done, because sesame seeds have high oil. So as you're blending, you're actually basically pulling out that oil as well. So this is why we're not using sesame seeds in a grain mill. Big no-no, because they're very oily seeds. Okay. So now we have the 1 cup of sesame seeds blend. You need to make sure that you have a 1/2 cup of melted honey ready to go. Have 1 cup of unsweetened shredded coconut. It can be small or large flakes. That's just personal preference. And then 1 egg and a little bit of salt. At this point, preheat the oven to 300 Fahrenheit. You definitely want to make sure that your oven is not at 350, because you are going to bake these sesame seed cookies, and if you bake them too high, you will burn them. Okay, so I'm just getting all the sesame seed flour out of here. Because they are high oil, you can see the clumps here, and this clump, you can feel how oily it is, and that's just clumps that are stuck at the edges of my Blendtec container here, and that's why I'm using a spatula to get it all out. Okay, oh, the smell is absolutely wonderful. Oh, okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I like playing with the sesame seed flour because it's oily and it just feels cool. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in my 1 cup of shredded coconut. Just kind of mix that up a bit. There we go. And you can definitely just use your hands as well. And what I like to do too is with my hands, I can break up the clumps of sesame flour and get that shredded coconut really mixed in evenly, so you don't end up eating a cookie and then suddenly it's just like a whole bunch of sesame flour, so everything's evenly mixed. And it's really fun to do it with your hands anyway. So that's looking really good. Then what I'm going to do here with my clean hand is I'm just going to get a pinch of salt, and I'm probably just using about 1/4 teaspoon of red mint sea salt, just a little bit. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to basically kind of make a well here in the middle, and I'm going to just add in my egg. And I'm just going to use my spatula here, just whip up the egg till it's smooth, and you can do this with a fork if you like. Now I'm just going to mix this egg in. And you can really see, even that one egg, that everything is starting to come together really nicely. So now the best ingredient, honey. Oh, that's just like the icing on the cake. The honey, just honey and sesame. Oh, it's just a match made in heaven. They are so good together. Okay, so we need about 1/2 cup of honey. Something like that. Okay. Oh yeah. When I was growing up, my parents used to buy these little sesame treats. I think they're called like sesame snaps. Anyway, they were a hard, flat, kind of crackery-ish, the closest. I don't know if it's a cracker or maybe like a flat cookie. I'm not too sure. But anyway, it was sesame and honey, and it was in a package of 4. I don't even know if you can still buy those, but oh man, they were like my favorite little treat. And this reminds me of them. Okay, once you got that honey mixed in really well, it'll be soft, sticky, of course. And now you have a couple of options here. You can either make them into balls, like little sesame balls, or you can flatten them and make them into a cookie shape. So we can go something like this and make them into little balls, or you can take that ball and flatten them out and make them into little sesame cookies, or we can take a fork as well and make a nice little design. And I think I'm going to do that just because it'll just add a little bit of fanciness to them. You need a cookie sheet here lined with parchment paper. You can also oil a cookie sheet. I really like the parchment paper. It's just really easy to pop them off. So definitely have that handy beside you now. So what I'm going to do is just roll that one back into a ball, just like that. I'm going to place it on my cookie sheet. Then what we're going to do is just take a fork, and you're just going to go like that. Doesn't that look beautiful? That looks awesome. So let's keep on going here. There you go, beautiful. So now what we need to do is we need to get these into the oven. Remember, your oven should be preheated to 300 Fahrenheit. You want to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes, okay? So especially if I flatten them, they're gonna take less time. If you're gonna make them into balls, you wanna bake them for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes. What you wanna look out for is the change of color. So you're gonna look for a nice light golden brown color. And once they hit that stage, they can go from golden brown to burnt really quickly. So keep your eye out, put them in for 15 minutes at first. If they don't got that golden brown, go another 5 minutes. Now every oven's a little different, so after 15 minutes, just keep your eye on these cookies in 5-minute intervals. When you just start seeing that golden brown, I mean, it doesn't take long. Give it a couple of minutes and then they're done. Okay, let's get these baking. Take a look at these. You see that beautiful golden brown color? And the cookies are going to be soft, okay? They need to just stay on here and cool down completely before you transfer them. This is perfect. But I want to just show you really quickly what the underside looks like, just so you can see. So it should look like that. Beautiful. That is perfectly done. And now, just let them cool off, and you'll notice too that when they cool off, they'll get this kind of spongy feel, and that's because of the honey. Oh, you're gonna absolutely love these. Now it's your turn to make these delicious cookies. Definitely tell me how you like them in the comments. I'll also make a pinned comment with the full recipe. I'll have the website on there as well. And guess what? I also made another YouTube channel, so definitely check out at Queen Worm Farm. I got into red wiggler farming, so you definitely want to check that out if you want to know everything about red wigglers, gardening, composting, raising, business, everything like that. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you on the next video.